In this circumstance, what I'll be looking for is the curve. And we're on the ascending part of the curve, the flat part of the curve, or the descending part of the curve? And it'll really be the descending part of the curve that allows us to know that we can begin to pull back on restrictions. And what we want to do is, and at some point we'll think that that it will be prudent to move forward. But we'll be watching the curve, number of cases in Ohio, number of cases in the country, and what that curve looks like. And we saw what happened internationally in China, and then we've seen what's happened in Europe, particularly I would say in Italy, where the cases have ramped up quite rapidly. And people in China didn't know so much what was happening, or when it had to figure out what was happening, but Italy knew it was coming and still found it very challenging to stay ahead, so we've watched that. We've watched what's happened at our sister universities across the country, and I'm in contact with university leaders across the country, and we had a choice here really of doing all we could to try to mitigate the hold and damage of the virus before we had someone become very sick or unfortunately die, or we could wait until after that happened to do the most that we could, and we wanted to be ahead of that and to do as much as we could to prevent those things from happening proactively. Yeah, everything is monitored. We're monitoring everything as we get new information. We want to take the best information we have and then apply that appropriately to get the best outcomes we can. We started with March 30 with a 2-week period, and we think we'll have more information certainly before we get there, but we will make good decisions based on the best information that we can receive.